Hey everyone, Jamie Pate here, and as you can see here on my desk, I have what I think is a really fun project in the works. We've just finished a couple of weeks of what I called a Cool Tools sort of series. And you can see here in these pictures, there's a couple of things that we've made already, and I am so blessed and overwhelmed by how inspired many of you makers, not everybody, but a lot of you makers have been in sharing with me your makes, your takes on these ideas. And it's just been a lot of fun to hear from everyone out there who's been so excited about this. So thank you so much. So let's get to the focus of the show. All right, on my workspace here, I have the ScrapbookCom exclusive shape dies that are called the nested pockets. These nested pockets, there are 4 of them, and obviously they can nest atop one another, and you saw that make. And I'll also have the playlist to this series linked below. This is a die set I picked up quite some time ago now. It's really the die set that keeps on giving. I just continue to come up with some wonderful ways of using this everywhere from a card front to a scrapbook page to a junk journal edition to a memory planner. Just a terrific, it's kind of like a value driven item, in my opinion anyway. Okay, so let me unpack just a couple things here, and then we're going to get into my idea, which is really, I'm sure you've already done this. First off, I have started this book here, and it's a hardcover. It's got a full inch wide banner. You might have seen me posting this already, and it is going to be, I don't know. I don't even know what to call it. There's just going to be a lot of different assorted items that are going to find its way in here. I just made this first cover of an insert, and I used 49 and Market Botanical, Curator's Botanical is this one, but you're also going to see, as I go along, you're also going to see a mix of Curator's Meadow, which is what this is. But I'm getting off track here. But this is what this book was covered with, was Curator's Meadow. It's just stunning. It's just so beautiful. It just makes me happy. And so I'm really inspired right now by this whole vintage botanical, is it etymology? Bugs? I've been gathering a lot of these kind of items lately. So anyway, it's fueling some makes. And it really didn't help when ScrapbookCom came out with this wildflower stamp. I mean, this is a good size stamp, you guys. This is, I know I'm digressing again. It's like you're over for a crop and we're just hanging out and we're just sharing all our newest, favoriteest stuff. I wish I could invite you all over for a crop. Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be so much fun? I'm digressing. Okay, so this is a tall stamp. This is 6 by 8. So that's a nice size stamp. And you can already see here, I have stamped the larger of them in Vintage Photo on this color. Blue comes from the Harvest paper pad. It's one of my most favorite blues. It's just, I don't know how to explain it. And I've tried several of the Distress Oxide on here. Maybe I should do that as a video. I don't know. Just jump in, guys. Just tell me what you want to learn. There's so much. It's just, the ideas are endless right now. But I ended up doing Vintage Photo in Distress Oxide on here. And let me see if I can get this in focus. Oh yeah. So it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. I guess beauty is just really speaking to me as we're just kind of on the cusp of changing some our seasons here. And then here's this other sort of sagey green kind of blue, and it comes from the boho paper pack. So I've pulled those out, and then I pulled this pattern out from Curator's Meadow, and it's called Juniper, and I'm going to use this for a pocket as well. And so the idea is going to be, I don't have one pre-made yet because this is the first time I'm going to make. I'm going to take these 3, I'm going to take these 2 solids and this pattern, and I'm going to make 3 of these pockets. So I'm going to do that right now. And if you find that you've got something that you want to make 3 pockets and a stackable kind of thing with, then you go ahead and pause that video right now and you do the same. I'll be right back. decision that I need to make. I'm pretty sure I want it to go inside this insert, and this insert obviously has no other pages in it. It's just the cover. I think I want to put it inside the cover, and this could go a couple of ways, but I'm wanting to make this pocket stack. I just think that would be a great way to hold ephemera, to hold photos, to hold just whatever, and you'll kind of see some ideas here in a moment. Here's my thinking though. I want to make sure, okay, two things. Well, first, what could we do? We could format this on paper that is the same width as the pockets, which would look pretty cool. Or we could just be content that this particular pocket is just a little wider, and go ahead and, not pocket, but that this page is a little wider, and go ahead and format it out on this page. Also too, another idea we could have here is this little idea where you have all these pockets. Oh, and then, you know what I do then? If I did this way, I'm not going to do it this way because I really do want it the other way. But if I did it this way, I guess it kind of depends on where you put the adhesive, but these could be like little tuck-ins. Oh, wow, that's fun. Okay. This is how my brain goes, guys. Sometimes I get a little frustrated with myself. This little tidbit here is free. You don't have to pay for this at all. But I get a little frustrated with myself because it can take me a while to make something. But I'm trying to be better about slow makes. Have you guys heard? Have I talked about this before? Have you guys heard of slow fashion? This whole my word of the year should have been slow down, because I keep coming up against the word slow in different areas of my life. And so right now it's slow. Okay, so my camera just died, and so I am back. And I was just talking for just a brief moment about slow making, slow crafting. And that's what I'm trying to teach myself to do. So I don't need to be in a hurry. I just need to enjoy the process. What I'm going to do to get this lined up is I've removed the bottom strip of adhesive, and I used the 1/4 inch ScrapbookCom double-sided adhesive. I tend to use double-sided adhesives for these pockets more than not. And then I need to kind of, it's pretty sure bet this top one is going to go about barely a 1/4 inch from the top, right? The question is this one here. Where is it going to live? And so I'm going to go ahead and remove one of the strips and then just sort of eyeball it. And I think I'm going to be good with it there. Now what I'm doing is holding it between my fingers here so that it's lined up with the previous pocket. Because that's the whole idea of this, so that these are stacked one on the other. Now this one has to go ahead and get laid down next. So before we take off the adhesive off these other pockets. So it's just slightly awkward for a moment, but don't let that discourage you from making this wonderful stacked little embellishment in your scrapbook page or in a journal, in a mini album. This is going to work in any of those. And, right, it's going to work for any of the sizes of pockets. So that's fun. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to reach in here and remove this other adhesive. Now, oh, aren't we just thinking about something right here? Yeah, we are. Okay. Do you see what I'm talking about? Gosh, isn't that just a wonderful thing about starting to make a make? You're going to come up with other ideas, and especially if you're not in a hurry and running around and just trying to make something fit, more than likely you will come up with another idea that you can hardly wait to try. So here's to the pockets and the dies. Okay, that one's down. Just taking off the backer paper to the middle pocket. And then I'm going to just make sure I'm lined up again. I think I'm off slightly, but I'm going to just embrace it. And our last pocket here with the stamped image is going to kind of start all of this off for us. Now that was fun. Of course, you'd want that a little smaller, but that's going to totally go right back behind there. Okay, to finish this up, I've grabbed a couple of things to show just a couple of ideas of what I would do. I have some photos here. These are about 3 by 5, but they have a border on them. But I think it'd be fun just to kind of tuck them in there and just sort of kind of an interactive play taking place. I also have this photo that I think I want to have here layered over the first pocket, then the Life is an Adventure. All this Life is an Adventure and the little ticket there is from Curator's Meadow ephemera. So that's where I grabbed those guys. I just thought they're perfect for this. I'm trying to decide, do I need to worry about that little dip there in the pocket? Is it gonna, what do I need to do here? I can't come over too far. I don't want my photo to be in the binding. So I think what we're gonna do here is grab a little piece of adhesive and kind of put it down here towards the end. So I'm going to anchor this little ticket here onto my pocket. And then once I get that, I think I want it right there. Then it's kind of hanging out right there. Grab my little baby clip. It's a Tim Holtz clip that I'm using to kind of clip this. Just kind of that whole classic scrapbook vibe, I think, is what I'm kind of feeling here. All right, we're not having difficulties at all. Okay, we got that in there. Kind of helps if you put the clip on first. And then Life is an Adventure. Love it, love it, love it. Love this so much. Oh, okay, good. I like that. All right, and then let's see. Okay, so you saw I had this little journal card. I think I'm going to keep that in there because it's got lots of space on the back for actual journaling. And I'm going to want my Just So Great to be a part of this. I'm going to, let me see where it lines up here. All right. I'm going to make a little place on here for where I want to punch a hole and tie this in place. Like how it flaps over like that. And then I don't have anything to put in this pocket quite yet, but what I do want to, I have this rogue butterfly from the Spectrum Sherbert Botanicals, and I liked how the colors are playing nicely with everything. So I thought, okay, today's your day. We're going to just pop you right on this pocket here. So I'm just going to rub this into place. And basically, we're all done. But as we're doing this, I have an idea for this extra little text that's up here at the top. I think I'm going to bring it. I'm still connected. There we go. I think I'm going to bring it just down here along the edge. It's going to be super subtle because it's almost exactly the same color as my first pocket that's from the Harvest paper pad, but I'm here for the subtle. Almost on there. All right. Okay, and there are another version of a stacked pocket. And again, you guys, with all these sizes, have some fun with making some different sizes of those and utilizing them in your scrapbook pages or on your journals, or on your memory planner. And thank you so much for watching today. Thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you are new here and you don't subscribe yet, we would sure love to have you. We have a great time here. And please leave your questions below, and I will see you in the next video.